Lead out now to 12. Right side, three to answer. Good by Carson Bush. Quickly the Plainsmen up and down the floor as they get a bucket by Bush. A three-pointer, and then Lucas is going to be called for the travel violation. Not sure through all our technical difficulties and everything else if I've missed it, but I only have a couple of turnovers on the Wolverines here in the ball game so far. 3:28 left. In the first half of basketball, 28-19. Apologize to you listening on Jack FM. We are back. DeVries ends up with the basketball underneath the basket, and the Wolverines come the other way. DeVries running into Summers. Summers spikes it to the ground. It should be Riverton basketball, and it will be, as Summers returning the favor. He was blocked by DeVries a bit ago, and Wolverines will get the team rebound. Parker takes the inbound. He'll fire a three and get the three. Paxton with 5, and you got to think the Plainsman defensive effort was to slow him down. He has just 5 points making that three tonight, but it's been others that have stepped up and answered the bell, like Draven Monroe and Jason Vincent, each with 5. Chavez runs past Lucas on the baseline, and a floater is good by Brandon Chavez. 10-point game. Wolverines with 2:25 remaining in the first half on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Working on the Laramie Plainsman zone. Hauk cross courts it to Paxton, now to DeVries, and he's going to be pickpocketed, but he'll get it back. Hauk ends up with it. 32nd possession so far. Lucas almost throws it away. DeVries tries to save it, and there is a push off. They're going to give the foul to DeVries as he pushes off.
Riverton foul, 1, DeVries.
And you'll take that. That's an aggressive play. Unfortunately, give up the possession. 10-point game. Gabrielson back in with Hutchison. Starting 5 out there on the floor for the Wolverines. Bush has it knocked out of his hands. He'll just lose it, and they'll turn it right back over. 1:50 left to play in the first half, and a Wolverine 10-point advantage. Gabrielson back to Paxton. Feeling out the zone. Looking to get their offense in motion. High post, Hutch. Back out to Paxton. Parker yet to use the dribble. DeVries will put it on the ground a couple of times. Cross courts it to Gabrielson. Under 90 seconds left to play in the first half. Vincent. Bounce it back to Paxton. He'll step into a three. No good. Summers will end up with the rebound after it was tipped by Chavez. Other way for three, that is Chavez. It'll bounce off the back of the backboard and out of bounds. That'll be Wolverine basketball. 2 referees were going to let it play, but I'm told when the ball bounces off the top of the backboard and goes straight or back into play, it's inbounds. When it goes backwards at any level up there, it is out of bounds, and that was backwards with a minute left to play, and Riverton a 10-point advantage on the Plainsmen. Parker runs past his man, takes it all the way to the glass, misses it, got his own rebound. DeVries for 3, knock it down. 16 for DeVries. Assist Paxton. Another one for Parker. Bush steps back out. That's a 3 by Carson. He's got 3 triples. He has 9 points. And when they have needed an answer, he has answered twice from the arc for the Plainsmen. Almost steals it from Paxton there. Parker scoots it back out to Gabrielson. 15 left. You look for Parker to probably come get this here in a couple of seconds, or actually they're going to let Cade take the final shot. Maybe not. DeVries gets it back with 7. Now back to Cade. We'll work Parker to the baseline corner for three. Got it! And that's the buzzer. Paxton ends the first quarter with 8. And the Wolverines, their largest lead of the basketball game at the halftime intermission. Riverton 37, Laramie 24. They expand their first quarter lead with a 22-11 second quarter, and they will take a 13-point lead into the second half. The halftime locker room to come out at the second half. Again, at the break, it's Riverton 37, it's Laramie 24. We'll return after this timeout. This is Wolverine basketball from County 10. Back at the intermission, the Wolverines leading the Plainsmen 37-24 at the halftime break. Talking with head coach Travis McIntosh of the RHS girls. They fell 57-29 to the Laramie girls just a bit ago. I'm trying to remember who he played. It's been a long time at the gym, as you can attest to, being here for all the sub-varsity games and everything like that. But talk about this one from your angle as the head coach.
Yeah, I thought we did some really nice things the first half, just to build on that. But again, it was just, turnovers and not taking care of the basketball. And so, we ended up where we kind of did it in the end. But, we still moved it around, and we did some good things. So I don't want to take away from that either.
And speaking of good things, I thought your girls, a lot of different times, the theory was there, the right idea, the execution of just that one more, or catching the pass or getting the pass through a defender or something. But a lot of the light bulb moments, they were on. They knew what they were doing. They had everything there. Just at one point or another, the physical part broke down on them. Yeah. But they know it. They've got it.
Yeah, and collectively, we just need to take a deep breath and relax. And if we do those things and just relax and not just put the ball immediately on the floor or panic, it looks like we panic and throw it right away and miss a pass because we're surprised the ball's coming to us, then we can, then things will start to get easier and we can execute.
Paisley Jackson leads the way with 12, and she just kind of seems to get more and more comfortable playing on that knee. And I said, maybe I think you had kind of echoed it a little bit too, coming in at the 6-minute mark of the quarter rather than the 4, and yep, maybe possibly working her way back into the starting lineup. But we went with Riley Johnson as our player of the game. 7 points and a rebound, and I think she had more rebounds than that, actually, but just doing some intangible things. I thought Riley played a very good game for you that last game.
And I thought she did too. We, as a staff, we were talking about that and how she just really it seemed like to play within herself. She didn't try to do over things, and then she attacked the basket, and she was she was just pretty aggressive all the way around, and we had her down for about 5 boards at the end of when we finally looked at the stat sheet. But I thought she played an excellent game, and she needs to continue to do more things of that nature. She's growing really well.
One other thing that I liked about your team is the score was about a 25-point differential when I said this, but they were still sacrificing their body, diving on the floor for loose balls. It wasn't it's 25 points, let's see if somebody gets it. It was, Olivia Bradley, Paisley Jackson diving all over the place to get balls.
Yeah, and they're still pretty scrappy and hustle. We're just a little late with our help side. We're a little late, to those things, and it's improved. That's why it's the beginning end. We knew that going into tonight that it could be that way, and this weekend, not so much the score, but that we'd have still a lot of things to work on.
Well,
and we will.
And you've got it on film. You go back, you break it down, you show the girls. That's where the growth comes from.
Yep. Right.
Cheyenne South tomorrow. Talk about that game.
Yeah.
It's a long ways away. You almost get, 20 hours before you have to play again.
Yeah, so that's kind of crazy. Yeah, exactly. And, Cheyenne South, I looked, and they were up on Star Valley at halftime, and so, we'll they beat Jackson earlier in the day. So, they're going to be competitive, and it should be a pretty good ball game for both of us. And, and hopefully we get them on our home floor.
Yeah, making steps, keep going.
Yep.
All right.
Moving forward.
Appreciate it, Travis.
Hey,
thanks for coming by. You bet.
Yep.
Travis McIntosh, head coach of the RHS girls. They came down 57-29 to the LHS girls just a few moments ago. And are we going to reset things? Okay. If you're watching on the YouTube stream, again, a reset is coming your way, and I apologize for technical difficulties. We'll take steps. We'll get better, hopefully, as well. So we're going to hit a reset. Jared at 105.1 Jack FM. Hopefully you've got tuned in on that as well. We'll take a quick break. Hopefully be back for the start of the second half. It'll be Wolverine basketball. They lead by 13 on the County 10 Sports Network.